Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 3. I know I'm probably going to disappoint all you guys about it, but part 3 is actually me telling you about why I don't have any video of my crazy adventure in the storm. Simple reason, it was too unsafe to do so. It's all about water safety, this message. I underestimated the storm. I knew we were getting a storm that afternoon. I knew it. The news said so and whatnot. And I literally underestimated my ability, so to speak, as a kayaker, which is nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone makes mistakes. No one's perfect. But you have to realise that above and beyond everything else, me getting home safely to my family, as you guys probably share the same view, is of the utmost importance. There is no YouTube video worth risking your life, and I hate to say it, but after that video of where I got to about 20 past 4 or 18 past 4, it really started to get hairy. Now I'll show you a picture of the radar and a picture of where I was at 4:20. I've got a rough idea where I was at 4:20 and where I needed to be by about 6 o'clock when the storm was going to hit. And I was actually a little bit worried at one stage because the waves were lapping over my kayak. And when you're out, you know, 600-700 meters offshore and you're in a little kayak that's not really designed for rough weather at all, it gets a bit hairy. And what was concerning me even more was the temperature of the water. It was like almost having a very warm bath, which means for me, I knew instantly that just moisture building up. And by 6 o'clock I made it to the actual mouth of the river, and by 6:20 I was shacked up on the Ullman Road side boat ramp, which the only cover I had from the storm was a table that kind of went over. It was made of concrete. It's for where people clean their fish. And I ended up turning my kayak on the side and going up there and actually hiding from this rain. Now, I didn't have a lot of battery on my phone, and I needed to save that for my wife because she obviously knew I was going to get caught in this storm. And it was a pretty good electrical storm too, by the way, so you don't really want to be out on the water with a carbon fibre graphite rod hanging out the back where you're the only conductive thing for electricity to hit. I mean, I wasn't taking that risk, so I paddled my ass off. My action camera died just after I took that video. As much as I like making movies for you guys, and I thought that, I did think at one stage, oh, you just get your camera out quickly and just do a quick, you know, pan around. But I was, like I said, 600 meters offshore. The waves were two feet tall, and when you're on a little kayak like this, you don't really have time to be juggling around. And I don't wear a life jacket. I don't know if you've noticed that. I probably should, but I don't wear a life jacket because I'm a strong swimmer. You know, we're Australian. We're supposed to be born in the water, basically. And that's the reason why I didn't get any of the epic thunderstorm video, because I was more worried about getting myself off the water and undercover before that storm hit. And I literally made it by minutes. By the time I'd put my kayak on its side to block up one half of this tunnel table, I call it, because it was like a little tunnel I hid in, but it was a table made of concrete. And I hid in there and waited for the storm to pass. Then I paddled from Ullman Road side of the Beachmere boat ramp to the actual Beachmere boat ramp, where I had to borrow a phone to ring my missus at 9 o'clock at night to come and pick me up, because the storm went for about 45 minutes. It was a hectic storm. But I was just not getting caught out in the water, and I wasn't risking pulling out my camera to try and get a couple of shots just to put on a YouTube channel. It's not worth it, and it was a pretty dangerous situation I was in. I overestimated my abilities and I underestimated Mother Nature, and I shall not do that again, because at one stage my kayak was full of water. They say watertight, not waterproof. And I don't think it's meant to have 2-foot waves crashing over the side of it. And I'm surprised I've had to wrap my phone up in a chip packet. So, part 3 of this is basically to say sorry I didn't get any of the cool footage, because it would have been a wicked movie, would have made it for a great YouTube video. I just wasn't risking capsizing and falling in the water, because I know my local bay and the current goes through there at 100 miles an hour. When the tide's going out, the tide's going out, and you know about it. So I'm sorry I didn't get any video footage. You'll have to take my word that I got caught in a storm, and I did paddle all that way, but I'll show you all the points. In this video I'll get some radar of what it was like at 4 o'clock and then at 6 o'clock that day, and you'll see the build up on the storm, and it was hectic. So take my word for it. I did paddle from Beachmere to from Bribie to Beachmere, which is still a long paddle for anybody. I made it there safely, wet, tired, hurt my arm, all up here just killed, but I got home safely. And my wife was not happy about it at all. Alright guys, well that's enough of this video. This is just a part 3 of the series. So water safety guys, don't risk your life for a YouTube video, it's not worth it. I mean, I love all you guys, I love the support you show me, so I hope you understand why I didn't do it. I've got a lot of kids and a wife to go home to. I'm not risking anything for anybody, I just wouldn't do it. I've got to get home to my family, and that's the most important thing, getting home to your family. Alright guys, well that's it for me, and now I'm going to start fishing and hopefully we'll catch a bass today.